Colt on top of this Aatrox. That means we're going to wait and see what finally gets locked in that bottom lane.
Yeah.
And pings were going down, so V5 are actually aware that Quay's here by the looks of it. The vertical jungling starting in the top side. Well, now here's the dive. Level 3, they want to kill Trigger, who tries to flash away. Immediately after the Haymaker comes through. Quay's on him, though. One more Q necessary. Trigger is going to get welcomed to the LPL with first blood over to Quay.
Yeah, I was wrong. Great play coming out from LGD. They had the damage. They had a bit of a wave. It almost looked a bit dicey. A lot of summoners had to be blown, but they still walk away with the kill, and Trigger also having to blow both of the summoner spells.
You want to ask what's the response, because Wei at level 4 on top of Colt, but he drops a ward, finds out. Is it going to be a reverse dive?
It definitely will. We already see Mole on his way up. The wave is here. Can Colt outplay?
Ooh, TP from V5, further commit, it's Mole, but the Gallows coming up as well. Colt tries to flash away, Scatterweek connects though. W on top of that as Wei gets stunned up. And down he goes. LGD just counter, and V5 can't get it done.
Supposed to come back up before he can really look to make aggressive plays. If Trigger does walk too far forward without his flash or cleanse, he will just be punished and instantly bursted.
What timing this is though, Lyric, because ward just expired for V5 on the bottom side. Quay comes in with the control ward, and 3 versus 3. PP God gets the knock up onto Chance, but he's got a Haymaker ready to blow. Trigger goes on him, but he's only level 4. S-Class means nothing as Trigger will die in a response. A 1-for-1 as Quay is healthy as ever. And Garvey's running forward. No flash to follow up, but a Q to snipe down. Quay gets Wei, and all the way for LGD in this early game.
LGD had the wave near the side of the map. They were slow pushing it in, giving time for Quay to come down towards the bottom side. We talked about this in the segment before the game. V5 are very predictable with where they like to put their resources. LGD read it well, and they pick up 2 kills.
In their home arena, V5 debuting in Shenzhen for the first time, and LGD are smacking them across the face. Almost a 2,000 gold lead at 6.5 minutes into the game. Quay has a bounty, Lyric, and he's going to get the dragon. He's probably going to go back and be so close to an early gore drinker as well.
I mean, he's already sitting on the Iron Spike.
But Colt's out of the world ender with a very good trade for Longxing, as this time Mole has to flash away. Quay goes in for the stun, wins the ward, dodged away from. Maybe LGD have gone too far. The shield is up, but you know what? Press the R button, and there you go. 450 gold over to Wei. Right in front of Dragon, LGD have no jungler.
V5 just doing a good job of taking advantage of a mistake coming out from Quay. He obviously just went a bit too far forward. V5 are able to punish. This isn't really a pick that V5 should have ever been able to get, but it will lead to them taking Dragon.
Garvey going in because he knows Mole doesn't have an ultimate anymore. Almost takes him down, but Dragon is secure. While meanwhile, PP God has found a pick, but you know what? If an ult comes through, Chance can turn this around. Haymaker right down the middle, Galio ulti as well. And there's Chance for you. I told you, it's a set. Wei getting low, needs one more hit. Garvey secures it, who's picked up a triple kill in the making. Trigger walks in, he wants the outplay button as well, but Garvey, the top laner, just picked up a quadra kill as an 80 carry.
Yeah, Garvey, Samira, they are just instantly dead. I'm not even quite sure that Alistar can survive without his ultimate, but V5 are going to answer for a play on the top side of the map. This, of course, is going to open up Dragon for LGD.
Yeah, so second Dragon coming into Infernal. The Herald will stop before it gets the secondary charge. Eye exposed, and Colt just takes it down. At least some gold for V5 to be optimistic for a quick second, but we are so far away from that team fighting stage, from the stage you talked about with V5. I like how you set up conditions this game. It seems very simple to watch the windows of V5 and the clock that try and get V5 in an unfavorable position where LGD can get easier objective control.
I mean, for LGD, they're fine just letting the game play out at the pace it's been because, again, they have LGD, like you said, having some pretty decent shot calling and very good read of how to play the map. He does have teleport, so he could be there in an instant. Yep. V5's only chance might be to just burn Dragon right away. Ooh, Mole.
Scalawick's good. Onto Quay, gets him at half health, but Colt walking in, remember, he's pretty tanky himself. Kind of feels like Longxing on the Ornn at this point. Walking through as PP God in the flank. That sneaky man is waiting for his moment.
Yeah, Uniboy having everything up.
Okay, Dragon going down quickly, comes in with the ultimate. Quay goes in, they turn for the fight instead. Uniboy's there, onto Trigger in the backline. Chance gets his angle as well. Call the Forge God with a great knock-up. The heroes entrance as they find Quay, but that's a 4-man knock-up across multiple parts of the terrain. Uniboy with a great fight as Garvey's already picked up a double kill. Sets him up for Penta Territories. Colt flashes forward onto Mole. There's the triple, and PP God separated from his team. That ult from Uniboy welcomes him perfectly to the LPL as they get Soul on top of it.
LGD picking up 3 kills, getting sold. They should very easily be able to turn onto this Baron. Just excellent map play so far we've seen in the mid game. A lot of patience, which you wouldn't expect from a rookie squad. And they're just showing V5 like a textbook lesson on how to play League of Legends in their own home arena.
The team that I will admit I put at the bottom of the barrel of the LPL is classing on V5 and Victory 5. Only with 4 members. The jungler not nearby. It's Baron on top of that Soul. It's Colt who ease out the back of the wall, giving up objectives for him.
V5's options really haven't changed, right? It's still about giving up somewhere on the map and all-inning one side. The problem is now with the Baron, now with the Soul, now with an even bigger gold deficit, I feel like we're at a point we've been a lot over the past week where LGD will probably win a fight even with the numbers disadvantage.
That's just how it goes at this point. Call the Forge God into Colt in the top lane, but this is a level 17 Aatrox with Gore Drinker. He's going to heal up if you let him as Lungshing gets the knock up, but in comes Quay with the ultimate. Lungshing searing charge away. Garvey ults in though, into 4 people, sets up Uniboy's ultimate and smacked down. 9-0 and 2 now on the scoreboard as LGD still win out with this global comp.
And we've seen Garvey having such a great game. Probably has the build with the most DPS possible. The IE, the Kraken Slayer, the Collector, the Phantom Dancer. He's just dishing out so much damage. Even the likes of Longxing will just go down to a few autos.
Who walks into the turret that no longer exists. Chance ults into the back line. That showstopper fantastic as Garvey's DPSing down and down goes PP God. Trigger tries to ulti and his first game in the LPL gets ignited down. Uniboy kills him with a Hextech Rocket Belt. He tries to Justice Punch forward as the Winds of War. That final touch necessary but not needed. LGD have absolutely slaughtered this one, Lyric. And with 2 inhibitors down, now exposed Nexus turrets. Gather Week trying to stop that one, but LGD still going forward. The Baron buff to end game 1. Searing charge on a 3-man knockup, but AoE delight. LGD, all 5 survive. Mole ults into Colt. The Scatter the Week, great. But again, nothing V5 can do with a 16-3 scoreline. LGD erupt in game 1.
And we see the smiles on the player's face. It's so nice to see, especially things like when a team has cleaner map plays or cleaner macro. That's spicier, does lock in the Jace.
We have AD solo lane as Lyric, and the only AP threat here is really Weiwei.
Little flash, but hey, this is what we set up a few minutes ago. Quay could look for this play.
Doesn't get in the lane. Chance it's 3 though, so that means everything up and available. Garvey poking down. I think crucially, if we have a moment, just note that Garvey has PTA. Maybe not important as PP Gods are leveled down. They don't know Quay's here. The Olaf in a good position, but Weiwei just in time as Y4 gets first blood, burning down, but he has double buffs to heal on up as PP God is trying to kill Chance as well. Great Zenith blade, and Weiwei picks up the second. And V5 strike with 2.
V5 just going back to punishing that bot lane where they did find their advantage, but LGD's here.
And you know there's a level difference because Weiwei has the sleep. The lilting lullaby isn't necessary because Garvey just gets crit to high hell with the Noon Quiver. Chance dodging away from the deadly flourish, but it's over in an instant. And V5 again add 1 more to the chart.
Just overall great play coming out from V5 thus far. Pretty much doing what LGD did to them last time around. It is a bit more accelerated just based off the champions they've picked up. V5 are going to be able to start turning this into a dragon. And we're probably going to have an extremely early mythic coming out from both Y4 and Weiwei.
Absolutely, it's going to blow everyone apart. Uniboy coming in, presses the unleashed power, but doesn't manage to find the kill. Quay getting PP God is good. LGD come right in. No one invited them, but they walk in.
Nice job.
It's being blurred out like it's a sensitive subject, so maybe he threw it. Maybe he's getting annoyed at this Lucian matchup, which I think Mole has been playing pretty well. Chance in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, the action continues of going from subject to subject as Chance gets the facebreaker onto Y4. The bullet time just out of range. The Haymaker shut down into the Gore Drinker. Kill Quay. Does it nicely. Iron Spike whip to correct myself as V5 try to get the re-engage, but LGD have gotten one back.
Great pick coming out from LGD. We saw Y4 almost survive, had the Gale Force, had the Cleanse, had the Flash, but it wasn't enough. Too much damage between Quay and Chance. V5, I think starting up this Dragon would be a little too cheeky, but Garvey is recalling.
He is. He's out, and Uniboy has no interest. Quay has no interest as well after using his Flash. He goes back to farming, so Now one apiece in Dragons, and the Soul will be Clouds. So something fun for an Olaf if you're a lover of him. And we'll see as the ult cooldown reduction as well on top of that coming up.
And now 4v5, it's just about breaking down this mid and bot tower as Chance is going aggressive.
Yes, he is. Scat of the week, though, only just misses. That's unfortunate. Chance takes the brunt of the shot as Uniboy's going to get slept. It's bed time as Weiwei comes in with his cuteness, spins to win to watch out. He hits the sweet spot. And V5 with 2 more on the board. That's going to open up mid. That's going to open up first turret blind. Quite easy if they get put in that sticky situation, if they don't want to fight but have no other choice. There are a lot of carries on this team that can just escape. As we'll see now for LGD how Garvey gets out of this one. Good kiting as well with the last shot coming in though. The sweet spot hit the sleep. Deadly flourish to kill him. Everything used in the end, but Uniboy walks into certain death. And another kill goes over. V5 now just going to keep charging mid with a Herald that surely means inhibitor turret.
And this is a play straight out of the 2020 textbook, right? Getting that Herald, dropping it mid, forcing these aggressive plays. This is the V5 a lot of fans remember really go and respond. Mo's gonna have a very easy time rotating over towards the mid lane. You find the picks, you translate it into the objective, and now V5 sitting even further ahead.
God as well, just talking about the core, has been a real core part in another part of this game. Where he's been roaming around and has been part of that great engage. 6 out of 7 kill participation to be noted as well. And even though he doesn't have the same ward score as Garvey, is he going to get solo killed by Mole? Yes, he is. Wow. Is that game over as well is going to be the next question as caught on out is the jungler in Quay. 2 kills again. V5 9-2. And Baron's about to spawn.
Yep, V5 timing that perfectly. Missteps coming out from LGD. This should be a Baron. No real way for LGD to answer, so I expect Cole to just keep pushing in that bottom lane. As LGD right now, right, you are praying for any kind of coin flip you can take. Pretty much, I'd say you have 2 ways you would typically play out deficits like this. If you do have the option to scale up, you can just try to only fight for the things that are like life or death for your comp. But when you're a composition like the one LGD has right now, that doesn't scale particularly well, it's about flipping as many coins as possible and just hoping like one lands on your side to where you can actually start playing out this game again.
True. You know, it kind of aligns into one, but we want to see V5 close this out as clean as possible and move this into a game 3 because LGD right now on a prayer the scout of the week because PP God is still tanky enough though. Remember, he's got the locket. Ragnarok used, but Lungshing here to back his brother up. Swellseed not going to connect as Chance is now by himself. The watch out, Eep dodged away with a quick flash, but the sleep comes through and V5 are going to channel this up. The Deadly Flourish locks him down. Lungshing with a shock blast over the wall in hammer form. And after hammer time, it's always good to sit down, relax with the Zenith Blade flash, which PP God doesn't connect. V5 still going forward. LGD kiting away in a 5 versus 4. Mole forward, he goes with a relentless pursuit. PP God just wants to get back in range, but V5, okay, settle down there. That could be it.
LGD need to take any chance they can find, so going for that pick is completely understandable. They didn't have Mega Gnar up, didn't really have the tools to fight, weren't able to come out, but Colt might be looking to go aggressive. Did go the Stride Breaker, has another dash to get onto the carries of V5.
Any gap close after clearing the wave. LGD have a chance, but Colt gonna get locked down and away he goes.
Oh god, he can't do anything. He's not even touching the wave, Hysterics. He's not even touching the wave.
It's so painful when V5 just do so much damage at this point, and you know, even with that Stride Breaker, we gotta remember again, there's so many dashes from V5 too to get away from the Gnar entirely. And yeah, this game still feels like it's a closed book here for V5 with an 8k gold lead. Baron still pushing with the remaining members who didn't back away. And with the Baron buff, you know, this is already a 3k gold advantage, or Baron play, to say the least.
And V5 still just confidently pushing forward. The Moonstone Renewer up for Weiwei, so even more sustained for a lot of his mobile carries like Lucian, like Jace. And V5, they don't care anymore. They can just walk forward. They're not too afraid of LGD engaging onto them. They should pretty much win any fight, especially with the fact that they just saw Uniboy topside.
And Garvey almost caught out. Chance the same, and that could have probably led to the game. But they're going to go bot. Lungshing, their top laner, is in the side lane. Colt ready to go in with his ultimate, but Mole just backs away. And Baron's going to do most of the work. And now, 2 inhibitors exposed, and both of them will be taken too.
LGD, they just need to go in at some point. You're probably not going to win, but it's not necessarily going to get any easier from here.
Yep. That's it. All right.
Just wait. Yeah. Oh, nope, it's not. V5 want to go.
Curtain call.
Wait.
Now, I think
no,
there
no.
were...
What is this?
Yeah.
Ignore. So V5 comfortably able to look for this engage. They, of course, have way more damage than the opposite side. And, you know, we come out of the replay just seeing V5 take the dragon because V5...
They're onto the PP God. A good scat of the week. Unleashed power needs to be used. And Uniboy, will he get the kill? No, PP God survives so much longer. Big shutdown. See if V5 can turn the play as Y4 goes forward once again. The culling onto Chance takes him, and Quay zoned enough to flash over the wall.
He's attack damage by 10% and their crit by 20% for 4 whole seconds. Its passive also just reduces damage that you take. So extremely strong on any tank, especially when you do have so many carries that are building so much crit right now with like Gale Force, Collector, and items along those lines.
And it's a 3 AD carry team, so, you know, Randuin's going to have a lot of usefulness.
A lot of value.
A lot of value is what I was looking for. Thank you very much. Especially since Lilia is the only AP threat, if you don't count Leona.
So what you're saying is Randuin's Omen is the happy meal.
Yeah, it's a happy meal. Yes, it is. Who's hungry now? Chance ulting back in. Is this the turnaround LGD? But, you know, Chance taking a lot of damage. Bullet Time lines up against his own team. And here comes Langxing. Again, we knew this was over. As LGD put their best foot forward, it is a foot that V5 have just cut off.
Look, oh, actually, can you put, wait, why am I saying actually? It's a 1v5. This is done and dusted.
Hey,
V5 are
optimism.
gonna end.
That's okay. Y4 wants the fourth shot, but hey, we're going to a game 3, and LGD may have had a clean game 1, but V5 send it right back on a golden platter in game 2.
This is where all the LGD fans and V5 fans come together. We sing songs around a campfire. It's 1-1. Dominant.
As they change around, but the Gnar locked in once again. And up into the top side, most likely, as you mentioned, versus the Gragas. Is that the difference? I think it might be. I don't know how you missed that one, as Mole's coming up with a Realm Warp. Here we go. V5's comp only goes in Lyric. And this is how they do it best. The flash from Colt was pretty bad. And Mole...
Dragons. So LGD with a nice response, but overall, really nice play coming out from Langxing. Gonna back and pick up the double Doran, so indexing more into laning strength, but Colt answering right back there with him, picking up 2 Doran's Blades and a Negatron Cloak.
But meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Wei waited around for this one. Can't get the Shield of Duran onto Garvey. Good dodge away. Justice Punch with the Ignite down under Token X, and that's the slow you need. On top of this, Jin. Y4 is going to be given the kill as well. One to the Kai.
Abilities up for the side of V5. I was wrong though. PP God didn't
God.
exactly. Oh,
The boys. Oh, we're in topside. Holy hell. Colt hates life.
strictly in favor of Victory 5.
Yeah, it is. Herald up. Gonna bop right next to him. Or her last game. So let's see what it gets evolved into. V5, though, you mentioned, there's the Dragon. First one of their game. They move it into an Ocean Soul. Favors this team fighting team. Favors this Ryze and Kai'Sa. Yeah, I mean, just the region
Whether
in
right or
general.
wrong, to be fair. Whether right or wrong, who knows? But
We have an open mind. I mean, a lot of the time LPL can be wrong, but right within the own region. As turret number 1 goes down for LGD, but this is the play once again. Weiwei's setting up to bully out Uniboy. Mid lane turret's going to go down, and, you know, for V5, this feels pretty nice for the comp, and top lane is Langxing. The solo kill, explosive cast, no potential. Destiny used, as you said, into the fog of war. Uniboy has gold card, uses to heal with the unsealed spellbook as he flashes away everyone from LGD here. Langxing tanks up enough, wastes a bit of time, while solo kill in the mid lane almost happens. Y4 burns the killer instinct. There is no trade yet, but V5 says the next question. Okay. And the third statement is, Uniboy, where are you going?
I mean, he's looking to collapse, but...
And gold card, he has flash. Is he going to burn it? Is anyone going to come in? Yes, he flashes in the end. The shield needs to get from the passive here as Mole gets the MR shield. Y4, though, no killer instinct. Used it in the previous players. In a choke, the explosive cast. So nice from Langxing. And LGD are now stuck here. Chance without one. Without a chance, that is, as he goes back in with the center plate. He knows he's dead. More kills donated to V. But will he get nearby? I mean, he has to walk out into lane while this is being done so quickly. Destiny being used. He has no smite with the spellbook, and he can't get there anyway. Goes down, and he teleports in. But now can they kill the top laner? Langxing's dead. Yes. Is the answer as Chance dies as well. 4 versus 4 definitely favors V5 with the spike in these items as forward into the choke. Y4 has already used the killer instinct. He's at half health, and Uniboy has no flash to follow through, but goes away with the cleanse. Garvey flashes forward, but to his death. Mole takes him down, and that play is going to cost them everything as PP God's out and LGD are away.
V5 taunting LGD, not with the Galio, but with Y4's positioning, does get them the kill onto Garvey. They have the Baron, they went for the cheeky play, Hysterics. Now they can go into this either 1-3-1 or I'd say probably better 1-4 setup for the fact Gragas doesn't have TP.
Look at Mole, he hasn't been spotted out though. You thought this dragon was yours. Here's the machine gun rise onto Quay. He might die to Dragon Lyric. Justice Punch dead to Kaiser. The Winds of War for Dragon. That's insult to injury as the jungler just gets maged.
Just small positioning and like vision plays that V5 are doing and LGD aren't thinking about landing that awesome play, getting a kill, and again, now they can just push up. They have a 5v4 on the map. They have Baron. LGD don't have the greatest wave clear. Just all the cards are right for V5.
Here we go into the inhibitor, a 6,000 gold lead. 23 minutes into the game. This is more than a shellacking. This is a spank-lacking, right? This is all about V5 and how they played these lanes and how dominant they've been in the first portion of this game. Double inhibitor goes down. What? Okay, you doesn't define a team. So don't take this away as LGD being a bottom tier team. They challenged V5 in game 1. They've just fallen out to the early game, which has really defined this series. As they crash up to the top side, looking for their first series win of 2020. So they go in for the engage as the explosive cast was great. Nicely done from Lungching. He's had a great game as Colt. Gets a good ult, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's all over Red Rover as V5 Realm Warp in. Mole's dominating, and Uniboy, is he going to die to a support? PP got under the turret. Could actually find his maker as well. Justice punches away, but versus 2 Nexus turrets. V5 are going to win out and take the series 2-1 as LGD on look. This was a clinic of a game to end us off.
And these were 2 games that V5 needed to show us after a game 1 loss and after a first series loss. Overall, we saw good performances coming out from the expected members of the side of V5. We know Longxing held his own in Summer Split. And for the side of LGD, I think that there was some promise here, right? Game 1,